Hello, my name is Shaw. Welcome to my channel. And this week we'll be doing a tier list of all the champions in the Pokemon main series games. Let's check it out. Alright, so I have all the champions here in order of game releases. You'll notice there's 10 because Black and White 2 had their own champion in Iris. So I felt she deserves a place here. I thought about putting Red in here as well because he kind of appears as a champion in the post game of Silver, but then I figured it would get into a whole lot of mess of other things, and I just thought it was easier just to we'll go with the people that are the champion or take place of the champion. Looking at you, Kukui. I don't even know if I said that name right. Anyways, let's get into this. So we'll start off with our boy Blue. Um, he's the only rival to make it to champion status. I guess with the exception of Nomona, but that's a whole different thing. Um, he has a very diverse team. Uh, Probably the first really diverse, challenging team in the entire game. I guess in the entire franchise, with all the gyms and Teamland Elite Fours kind of having a theme. They kind of broke the mold with our boy Blue here. I'm gonna put him S tier. He kind of set a precedence for what a champion should be. I feel we didn't really get back to until very much later. Anyway, so let's move on to Lance. I have actually very recently played the Gen 2 games again, where prior to doing that, Lance would have felt kind of a little lackluster. Lackluster. Yeah. Anyways, we go from Elite Four, essentially the lead of the Elite Four being the fourth member of the Elite Four, to being the champion of Johto. His team changes quite a bit. However, a good ice Pokemon and a good electric Pokemon will take out his whole team, or a strong enough Pokemon with the access to an electric and an ice type attack, or an electric and dragon type attack will just swipe his whole team. However, I think given his purpose in the franchise, we're gonna put him A. Long-standing dragon champion. He's he's a pretty solid character. Steven. Uh, he is kind of the reason why I felt the need to look up what people's teams were and stuff, and just get a little background information because I couldn't really remember much about a lot of people on the list. Steven being part of them. Um, Again, some of these characters are pretty forgettable. Uh, his team mostly suggests was rock and steel type, with a couple heavy hitters. Obviously, Metagross is pretty strong. Uh, his difficulty curve probably would have been a little higher than what, well, hard to say. His Omega Ruby Alpha Sapphire, oh, sorry, playthrough is definitely harder than Lance's Soul Silver. However, Safeguard being super broken in Gen 2, that could definitely give this team an edge. Plus, Lance was a champion and an Elite Four member. So we're going to put Steven in the. All right, onward to Cynthia. Cynthia is probably one of the most fan favorites. Also, probably one of the strongest champions to date. It is easily the most challenging part of the Generation 4 games, especially when they're pretty lackluster. And then you get to Cynthia, who you know starts off with a Spirit Tome, has a multitude of other great Pokemon like Roserade, Gastrodon, just good type advantages, good type coverage, and then to end it up with a Garchomp. Like, you knew what she was doing, and that's why we're gonna put her S rank, maybe even a little above our boy Blue. Alder, um, has literally the worst team I've ever seen. Uh, yeah, the worst team I've ever seen. It's bad. It's real bad. Um, we're gonna put him D. On top of that, he was also very free. I actually kind of forgot that Iris was uh, only the champion in Black and White too. So which brings us to Iris. I think she had a really great character, great arc. Uh, Following up from helping you in Black and White 2 in the town with her grandfather, or sorry, in Black and White, to becoming the champion in Black and White 2, where of course you play her as a character, but or fight her with a character. Her team, although mostly dragons, making it very acceptable to dragon ice attacks, is very strong. She does have a pseudo legendary. Lapras is also a strong pick for one of our non dragons. Archean, super quick, good move pool. Yeah, I think we're gonna throw Iris up here and we'll sit up there with our other dragon buddy. Now Dianthia, she has a great team, almost akin to what Cynthia's was. Her personality in game, she didn't fly with me as well as Cynthia did, but having a Mega Gardevoir, kind of puts in work. However, this is like the first inclusion of specialties in a team. But again, with her well balanced, I think she deserves a rank. Very forgettable personality, but her team is Orghost. Let me pull it up, read it. Getting reminded of it, I was like, whoa. Yeah, what do we got here? Yeah. Honluch is pretty whatever, but well, I mean it's strong too. Tarantum, Ouroboros, Gorgeist, Guja, Gardevoir, like super balanced, strong team. Now to Koi, our Sun and Moon champion, the Masked Marauder. Honestly, these games didn't fly for me, but I guess anyone that's seen my rankings knew that. However, as a character, I didn't hate him. His team was definitely a little better than Alders. I think, however, he's still gonna hit that C tier. Just didn't land the same. Now here is the kicker. Um, I really like. I thought the character was pretty well done. Um, However, his team for me wasn't very impressive, especially since I picked Groki. I gave him two fire type Pokemon, so if I had a water type, which I believe I had a Gyarados at the time too. Uh, just two Pokemon weak to one element. Um, I don't know. What were the rest of his Pokemon again? I don't remember him being. I remember the fight being pretty loud. Aegislash, Dragapult. Oh wow, he has two Ghost Pokemon too. And Haxorus, two Dragons. Yeah, he has a lot of overlap in his team. Uh, with I guess he had a Seismitoad and a Cinderace. But yeah, our boy, he's only gonna make it. Where'd he go? There, that's where he went. I think he's only gonna make a B tier. His team let him down. Now Gita. I liked Gita. I thought Gita was a fun character. A nice little, he's in the background sort of thing. Her team also very strong. She didn't quite have the presence that I felt Cynthia and Blue do. And will she have the staying power? We'll have to see. But as of now, I don't think so. Like I said, few rivals have made the impact. Like Lance makes a bit of an impact appearing in multiple games. Blue being the OG rival, the OG champion. He pops up all over the place. Cynthia, I she just hits with people. Like keeps popping up too because why not? Anyways, so this is my champion rank list. I feel like I was pretty generous. Um, Maybe I was a little too hard on our little Hawaiian buddy here, but hard on Leon. There's some people that are like Leon S tier, Leon S tier. I mean, I like Leon. I don't think his team is pretty. Anyways, so that'll be it for today. Hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, feel free to drop a like, subscribe, comment below. And as always, have a great day, and we'll see you on the next one. Take care.